What's going on, everyone? Channing here, back again, another Pokemon trading card game tabletop video. Today, we are playing some more Destined rivals, and we got two really fun and interesting decks, both new archetypes, or one's a new iteration of an archetype from Destined rivals. I'll be playing the Rockets Porygon-Z. This card is very simple. You discard Rockets supporters, and you do big damage. There's a lot of Rocket supporters to choose from, and we can attack for a single attachment with the Rockets energy, and that's all you need to know.
I'm playing Froslass Munkidori, which is a deck that exists, but we got a new tech in the Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Basically, it's a Froslass Munkidori deck. Froslass puts damage counters all over the board. Munkidori gets them off of your board onto your opponents. But what Grimmsnarl gives you is a giant Pokemon, 320 HP stage 2, and it just hits. It does 180 and 30 to the bench, so it adds to that spread aspect. And it powers itself up with the Punk Up ability, which allows you to search your deck for 5 basic dark energies and attach them to your Marnie's Pokemon.
Yeah, just imagine like Froslass Munkidori if it also played Zard, and Zard did snipe damage. That's what the
That's
deck
basically the deck.
While we're shuffling up, going over to hitmonchanning.com, check out some playmats, prize packs, singles, all your greatest desires. I might even grant you 3 wishes, who knows. And just pick up a playmat, helps me out, helps me create this content, and you get a really wicked playmat in the process. Check out all the other links in the description for all the other sponsors. And with all that said and done, would you like heads or tails?
I would like tails, please.
It is tails.
I will go second.
All right.
Actually, I think, yeah, you want to go first anyway, so. But I want to do.
I think you still want to, yeah.
I want to do the do.
Do the do. Do.
Open in like a booster pack. Yeah, I got a basic.
All right, very nice. We are ready to play a game of the Pokemon TCG, a game which you have never seen before. In fact, none of us have ever seen it before.
None of us have ever seen it before.
But hey, maybe you're the first one watching this. And if you are the first one watching this, thank you.
Drop a comment.
Drop a comment, let me know if you're first. All right, good luck.
Good luck.
I'm going first here, so I'll take the 2 mulligans, and then I'll draw for turn. Very cool, very swag. We're gonna start things off with Team Rocket's receiver. Can you guess what that's gonna get me?
Giovanni?
Nice try. Team Rocket's Proton. We can play it if we're going first. Get 3 basic Rockets Pokemon and put them into our hand. And now we just need to get the basic Rockets Pokemon. And here they all are. At the front of literally the top of the deck.
I'm guessing 3 Porygon.
Yup. So that's pretty solid to have right there. Now I'm pretty certain that I'm gonna be getting Budewed here. So let's see if there's anything else I can use. We're most certainly going to attach a Rocket's energy to the Rocket's Porygon here. And I think honestly the best call, you know what, let's do this first. Let's Team Rocket's Factory. We can actually use this and draw 2. That's not terrible. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. We'll get rid of a Night Stretcher and honestly, Team Rocket's Archer is good. It's gonna
start getting those supporters in the discard.
Yeah, if I'm ever not able to use Ultra Ball, that's gonna be a bit of a challenge for me, but we'll do what we can. We're gonna get ourselves just another Porygon 2. Just so we have an easier time evolving. And after this, that's the end of my turn, so you can go ahead.
Okay, I will draw for my turn. Saved by the top deck here. I will bench an Impidimp. I will bench a Munkidori. I'll attach for turn to my active Marnie's Impidimp. Then I will play the new stadium Spikemuth Gym. Once during each player's turn, the player may search for a Marnie's Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into their hand. So I don't want to do that just yet. I want to start by playing a Professor's Research.
Nice.
That was my top deck, or else I would have.
Or else that's tough, yeah.
Yeah, just Spikemuth and like grab a Morgrem for next turn or something. So yeah, I will research, draw 7 brand new cards. Nothing like ridiculous here. I will start by playing a Secret Box though. Discard an Impidimp, a Defiance Band, and honestly I could probably discard an Iono here. Go get a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna start by grabbing for my item, I'll grab a Buddy-Buddy Poffin. For my supporter, I'll probably grab a Professor's Research. My tool. Ooh, I can be sillier.
Silly.
Not Budew.
Not Budew.
I can get TM Evolution.
Ooh, cooking.
And then for my, what am I missing? A Stadium?
Yeah.
I'll get Artie's on. And then I will, before I'm going back in the deck a bunch, I'll attach the Technical Machine Evolution. And I'll play the Buddy-Buddy Poffin. I'll grab probably another Impidimp, thinking that this one might go down, and a Snorunt. Then I will use the Spikemuth Gym to grab a Grimmsnarl, because I can use the Evolution on my active Marnie's Impidimp, targeting both the ones I got off the Poffin, the Snorunt, and the other Impidimp. And I will grab a Marnie's Morgrem and a Froslass. And then in between turns, the Froslass puts Freezing Shroud, puts a damage counter on the Munkidori, not on the Froslass. And you have no Pokemon with abilities on your end of the board.
And that is the turn. So while you're shuffling up, I'm gonna start things off with evolving to some Rocket's Porygons. I think I'm gonna throw the Luxurious Cape on this Porygon right here. It's got the energy, and it'll give it a little bit of survivability. Honestly, the main reason is I want to Team Rocket's Ariana here and fill my hand to 8, so I get to draw 5 cards. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, good thing about not getting, what's it called? A good thing about not getting Budew here is I can go Rare Candy into Porygon-Z, and I can actually start discarding some cards. So let's play Team Rocket's Receiver again. There's always the item locking potential, but also we can just thin cards out of the deck that we do not need. For example, we're really never gonna be using Proton again. So let's just get Proton out of the deck and discard it with Porygon-Z's Reconstitute ability.
Yeah, it's like reverse refinement or trade on Nenzorwark, where that discards 1 to draw 2, this discards 2 to draw 1.
Exactly.
But in this deck, it's very strong because you want to be discarding all those Rocket supporters out of that hand. And it also does thin for Ariana.
Yeah, so lots of good stuff. I really do like the synergy of this deck because, yeah, like Luigi was just saying, we can reconstitute, we'll get rid of 2 Protons here.
That's nice. We're at like, we'll get a little dice counter on these supporters.
Yeah, that'll be a good idea. And now,
I think it's 5 if you want to double check.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and, what's the play? Honestly, don't really want to do anything here. Yeah, I really can't do much. We'll just go ahead and pass it to you.
All right.
And you take 1 on the monkey.
Oh yeah, I do take another 1 on the monkey, and you take 1 on the PZ.
On the PZ.
I will draw for turn. I will evolve one of my Marnie's Impidimps into another Marnie's Morgrem, and then I'll evolve my Marnie's Morgrem into a Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Too many M's. And I'll use its ability Punk Up. I don't think I want to get the full 5. I think I just want to get a couple. I'll get 3 probably, I think is the safest number. And I'll grab 2 onto the Marnie's Grimmsnarl, and I'll put 1 on the benched Morgrem. So I'll put, 1 there. And I will put 2 onto my Grimmsnarl. Then I could Spikemuth Gym, but like to get what is the question. I think instead I'll just bump my own Spike. I'll use it first. Yeah, I'll use it because I'm gonna play Arven this turn for my supporter. Get a Grimmsnarl into my hand, and then I will bump it for the Artisan I grabbed last turn. Yeah. I'll use the Artisan to go get myself a nice and fresh Munkidori. Gonna go back in. I will use the Arven that I mentioned, Actually, I can go get Rare Candy.
Yeah, you could just do it again, really.
And I'll grab TM Devolution.
Yeah, the Devo is scary, for sure.
Yeah, I'll grab the TM Devolution. I'll use the candy. Evolve into Marnie's Grimmsnarl. I forgot I had an energy in hand for the Munkidori. I thought I didn't. That's why I wasn't going to get Vessel.
Okay. Well, hey,
I'll just get the 1 energy onto the active Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX. Actually, we're going crazy.
That's
here.
insane. That's your what?
That's a crazy turn
two.
Yeah, this is way better than I expected. I will attach for turn onto my Munkidori. I'll Adrenabrain 2 onto that Porygon-2.
Yep.
Porygon-2, what do you know? Which y'all know about Porygon.
Rockets, Porygon-2.
Rocket, my bad. And then from here, I will just use Shadow Bullet for 360 because of weakness.
Of course.
And I'll just add that all up there.
Yeah, okay. And then off the Froslass, this guy.
Yeah, I gotta get damage counters on like a lot of my board now.
I'll let you finish shuffling so you can.
Yeah, it's like basically everything on the board except for the Morgrem and the Froslass. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, and then you take your prize card.
I'm gonna get a prize. Dang.
Okay.
Yo, if this deck gets this turn 2 every game.
Chillin', bro. Okay, there's, how many cards you got in that hand?
I got 4.
4 big ones.
Going off my opening hand, I did not think this would be my turn 2.
That was crazy. That Secret Box, bro, came in kind of close.
Secret Box? Crazy card.
Okay. I'll lead with the Porygon-2. Draw for turn. Start off, I'm gonna play the Artisan, get myself the last and final Porygon here.
Yeah, I was okay putting it in play that turn because A, it gets me the next Munkidori, and also he only has really one more basic left in this deck, so he was bound to find it eventually.
Exactly, yeah, at a certain point, you just get there. Now the great thing about the Rocket's Porygon-2 is that it has Control R, the same attack that Rocket's Porygon-Z does. So we can still use it and not get pinged with the Froslass damage. So that is a good thing to keep in mind. But for now, we're gonna begin with, this is a tough call. Let's see what we got gone over here. Let's reconstitute. We'll get rid of 2 Rockets Giovannis, bringing our total count to 7.
Jeez.
Already doing some good numbers. Let's draw 1. Not ideal for right now, but we do have some stuff that we can make happen. So we'll attach to this Porygon-Z the reversal energy. So we can swing on Control R. And I think that the best thing that I'm gonna want to do here is use Archer.
All right.
So this puts me to 8.
So I'll shuffle my hand into my deck.
Yes, I get to draw 5.
And I get Twa.
So still not super ideal. Here, I would have really liked to find Petrol for the Brilliant Blender. That would have been really, really good in this spot.
Yeah, get a lot, get like...
Because then I'm pretty much guaranteeing that I'll take one-hit KOs for the rest of the game, and I don't really have to focus on burning Rocket's supporters turn after turn. So just something to keep in mind. But as of right now, we still got 5 cards to work with. If we find the stadium, that's 7 cards to work with. We still have a good amount of stuff that we can make happen here. So let's go ahead, do some drawing.
I'm cutting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's pretty good. I got the Brilliant Blender. Yeah. So that works out quite nicely. And now I can definitely see myself getting rid of mostly the Petrols. Can discard 5 cards.
Any remaining Protons?
Any Protons that might still be there, which I don't think there are. But
there's 3 here, so maybe
I think one is prized. So we got, I think we're gonna do 3 Petrols. Again, it could always be good to have the option to get a supporter. So we'll get rid of 3 Petrols. We'll get rid of an Archer. And we can honestly get rid of, we can get rid of an Ariana. I don't quite mind that. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. What's in the hand here? Yeah. Don't mind getting rid of the Ariana.
So now you got like plenty of supporters. You got like what?
It's what, 13?
13, so you're doing 260 right now.
Yeah, almost.
Crazy damage.
Almost, that's crazy damage. And yeah, I could really try and push and get the knockout here, but I think that's just very irresponsible. So yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Have like nothing left for next
yeah,
turn.
we're just not gonna do that. And with this board state, it's not the end of the world. Nah, that's fine. We're just gonna control R.
So it's 240 plus another 2, so that, yeah.
Yes, and then
everything goes up another 10, including the active. All right, now we'll draw for turn. And like, I kind of have a pretty nice turn here. It would have been like nicer with some other things, but I will, yeah, I'm missing the 1 energy from like the best turn ever, but I'll Ultra Ball. I think I'm just gonna fail it. I'm actually gonna get a Munkidori here. Then I will move 3 damage counters from my active, just so it doesn't kill itself to its own my own Froslass eventually, onto your active Pokemon.
Yep.
To bring it up to, yeah, 80. You want to cut?
Yeah, sure.
I will then Boss's Orders up your Porygon-Z.
Okay.
Yeah, if I had 1 more Dark Energy, I could have got.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, that would have been tough.
But yeah, with that, I will use Shadow Bullet for 180 for the knockout here, and then I will put the 30 damage there to knock that out for 2 prize cards.
Yeah, that's kind of tough.
And then everything again takes damage. So all my bench goes up to 3, and then you go up to, yeah, that.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
So now, because that guy's at what, 260? You have 1 Froslass, so it's not like, it's really not gonna die to the Froslass because you have a Munkidori on board. I think like a decent play for me could be to take out the Munkidori here. I don't necessarily hate that.
Yeah, it's my only 1 Munkidori
because it's the only one that has energy. The chance that you get another energy off a 3, eventually 4 card hand is not huge.
Yeah, especially because you know I didn't have 1 last turn.
That's the
like, you know, my hand right now is just 1 Munkidori and 2 prize cards.
Yeah, so we'll lead with the Porygon, draw for turn. Really solid top deck here. We can Rocket's Receiver. That was not the top deck, but the other card was good. We'll get Team Rocket's Giovanni. And we're just gonna play the Giovanni right away.
I'm assuming my Munkidori with energy.
Yeah, that Munkidori. Yeah, just it poses too much of a threat because you can just use Munkidori and then snipe this Porygon if I don't find anything after. So I think it just needs to go.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And we bring up our Rocket's Porygon. I can drop the Rocket's Factory, which is a card I'm happy to find.
Can we grab that, please?
Use it, draw 2. And then I get another good card that I'm happy about here. I can Night Stretcher. And I'm debating if it should be a Porygon 2.
Well, you do need 1 more energy here to attack.
I have the evolution.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say,
Yeah.
I was debating between the thing for this or the thing for this.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need the thing for this to attack.
Yeah.
Or unless you want to commit another Rocket or Reversal.
I am thinking the Porygon 2 is probably better here.
Probably.
Just so I have an easier out to attacking later on.
Yeah, because next turn, if I still find the Dark Energy, I can still knock this out. Right?
Yeah,
so
that is the
that you
problem.
have an attacker next turn is without needing a candy.
Yeah. I'll attach there. I'll go evolve to this Porygon Z. I got 2 cards in my hand. I don't really want to discard them. Yeah, so we're just gonna control R.
Okay, so my Munkidori gets annihilated.
Yep.
And then
we're doing
in between turns,
280 right now.
Everything takes another couple damage counters.
Yeah,
and I'll promote up my clean Grimmsnarl.
Yes, sir.
And
I
I
take
will,
1.
Yeah, draw for turn. Okay. I will bench Munkidori. And then I think I have an Earthen Vessel index though. We'll find out. I'll Arven. I'll get myself, yep, an Earthen Vessel.
Nice, nice, nice.
And I'll grab...
What are you discarding from your hand?
Oh no, I'm getting a tool cell.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
My
fault.
I'm deciding what tool to grab. I'm getting rushed here at the Hitmonchanting channel. Because I don't know if I want to go for a Devo play here. I think it might just be better to just hit and hit, keep going. So I'll get the Devo and I'll discard it.
Okay.
And I'll get 2 Dark Energies. So you're at 14, so 280. So yeah, I should be moving damage counter off my active, so you can't take a 1 hit.
Yeah, that's right.
Give my deck a little shuffle. Those will go to my hand. Attach for turn onto my Munkidori, and I'll move the damage counters off of my active onto the benched Porygon-Z or 2.
Yep.
I'll bump your stadium for another Artisan.
Sure.
This point, I can't use it, but it just gets him away from that.
Yeah.
And I can Shadow Bullet for 180 and then 30 to the bench for sure.
Yes.
180 does not take the knockout because of the Lux Cape.
So, 60, 120, 180.
And then we all take another 10.
Yeah. All right. Oops. 60 there. No knockout was taken. Let's go ahead. Draw for turn. Now.
That Luxcape is making things interesting.
It is. It is. Knocked out. It's damage from an attack.
Yeah, so that's why I thought about it. Because if I devote it,
yeah, it just wouldn't.
Yeah, but if I hit it with the Shadow Bullet secondary effect, I still get the 2 prizes.
Exactly.
But I can't monkey it or devo it. That's why I'm like, devo's not as good here, because like, at this point I just go 2 and 1, and that's my last 3.
Yeah. I think the best play that I have here, I just, yeah, if I just take out a monkey, I think I still just get knocked out. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, bro's on his monkey hunting.
Yeah, we'll just go for an Ariana here.
Get that handful.
Yeah, draw 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. That's 7 cards, 5 right here. Okay, we found what we needed, which is good. Can bump the Artisan, Team Rocket's Factory.
Yep.
Use it to draw 2. We can go ahead and, this point, we definitely got to evolve.
Yes, or else
you just win the game into the Porygon. And then right now, I think we're in 1-shot range. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean, you might even be in 1-shot range with the Froslass tick.
Yeah.
Because you're doing what, 150, 300, 320, yep.
Yeah, so we're definitely gonna hit that there. And you can move, I don't think there's a way I can win here. Maybe not. I don't think so. Need a second Luxcape would be fire.
Yeah, second Luxcape would
go crazy.
Slam dunked.
But it's gonna just have to be, I mean, you know what, we can reconstitute, get rid of some Ultra Balls, draw 1. Like, get rid of just some stuff that we don't need. Reconstitute again, get rid of...
Yeah, you got so many options at this point.
Yeah. Get rid of, like, Reversal and Petrol.
Now you're for sure one-hitting
Now we're for sure. We draw 1. And then here we control R. Take the knockout.
Then everything gets another damage counter.
And then this guy, he gets 1 here.
I'll promote my battle-damaged Grimmsnarl. I'll draw for turn. I will attach for turn onto my Munkidori. Spikemuth Gym.
Yep.
So you have how much damage on you?
On the active,
Yeah.
it's 60, 120, 180, 210.
So I do just win here.
Yeah, you do just win. Yeah.
So I can play Iono, but I just Munkidori 6 here to knock it out, and then I can...
Yeah, or you can literally just put 6 here, dice to tick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's just so many ways that you win.
So the Grimmsnarl.
in this one.
Yeah. So I just with all this damage counters on the board. Last game we didn't even need the dice.
Yeah, I know.
This game, we got like 5 on each of the Pokemon.
Yeah, I think that setup was just way too.
Yeah, my turn 2 was like insane, bro. That was an insane turn 2.
That is the one thing about this deck, is it does need to just, it takes a couple turns to get going and get that aggressive damage. Even though I was lucky to find
normally
the
this
blender.
too, like I was trying to like find more boss outs, but like I only have the one boss in this deck because I have 3 counter catcher. I'm not expecting the boss.
You're not expecting, exactly.
But in this matchup, I just got enough like gas turn 2 where I can just be aggressive.
Yeah, exactly. 7. Okay, I do get a basic.
Okay, I'll draw 1 for that mulligan.
Fix these up nice, and we're good to go. Good luck.
Good luck.
The Budew.
The Budew.
Draw 1. Thankfully, this was my top deck, or else it was tough. But hey, we always get there.
We're both getting saved by the top deck.
For real, for real. You know, we have to go. Hopefully get Team Rocket's Proton. Yeah, we're definitely getting Team Rocket's Proton. Use it. 1 guy, 2 guys, and 3 guys, because I have the other Porygon in my hand. So that's pretty good.
W.
I cannot complain at all about that. And we're gonna start making some magic happen. Unfortunately, no like Ultra Balls or anything to burn, which is kind of unfortunate.
We already got the 1.
We already got 1. We're already getting there. I could use Team Rocket's Factory here, but there is a good chance you just have a Stadium.
Yeah, and you don't want to burn it for no reason, especially because you probably get endued next turn.
The other hand of that, other end of that though, is I don't have great follow-up supporters. So
maybe you do
think I
just
should
need them,
use it, because in the case I find a Receiver, then I could just use Receiver, right?
Yeah.
Which I didn't, but still, that's fine. Let's attach a, do I want Rocket's Energy here? Maybe we'll throw Rocket's Energy on the bench.
Yeah, I think the bench is
makes
safer.
a bit more sense.
Yeah.
Because you could still get busted Grimmsnarl turn, like your second turn.
Yeah.
And yeah, from there, it's your go.
Okay, I will draw. I will start by benching a Munkidori. I will play an Artisan to bump your Team Rocket's thing.
Sounds correct.
And I will Artisan. Get myself a second Munkidori. My hand is like actually kind of just busted here. Not even gonna lie. I'm gonna go bench Impidimp.
Yep.
Then I will Arven, grabbing myself a Poffin, which I'm gonna play, and I will grab a Rescue Board to my hand. Off the Poffin, I'll get a second Impidimp and a Snorunt. So like I'm doing everything the deck wants to do.
Yep.
Now I'll attach for turn onto a Munkidori.
He's goated.
Like
he's goated.
you'll see my next turn is like
it's like definitely like rare candy thing research. I can already feel it. I can already feel it.
And then I will just itchy pollen.
Man, that's okay. Let's draw. Dang, now I get the Ultra Ball.
Damn.
That's crazy. I think like this also feels terrible here.
The only thing I found with the Rockets deck when I was playing it in the Mewtwo, having no like supporter that doesn't care about hand size that you can always draw with, like if you have a huge hand and you can't get it down, Ariana sucks.
It does. It does.
And you don't have like a research or like an Iono, like Archer's only if I took a knockout. It's like
there's really not a lot of flexibility there. I think my play will throw the reversal on this Porygon. We do have the Ariana that we'll use to draw.
I mean, 3 is so
3,
good.
which is okay. It's definitely not the worst. We get some cards that we wanted to get here. We got the Porygon-Z. Then I think that I'm just gonna go for a hacking. So I have to discard a card from my hand, and you have to discard a card from your hand. And I think I'm gonna get rid of Giovanni, which is fine.
And I will discard the Devolution.
Yeah.
And I will draw for turn. Cool. I will start with an Arven. We'll get my favorite card, Secret Box. And I will Secret Box away the Defiance Band, the Rescue Board, and the Night Stretcher to get a Spikemuth Gym, a Rare Candy. Do we even have a tool left in the deck? Well, I have Evo. I should have maybe kept one of the other ones. It's okay. We'll play with the misplays. And then a research.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
And a research. And then I will Spikemuth Gym, bumping my own Artisan. Just all in the discard pile. To go grab a Marnie's Grimmsnarl.
Crazy. Arven just basically becomes Irida.
Yeah,
like that's so wild.
Rare Candy. Get 2 off the punk up there. And 1 onto my Marnie's Impidimp. The one thing missing from this turn is the Froslass. I'll attach a Dark Energy to my other Munkidori. So I don't get to like use my Munkidoris yet, but oh boy when I do.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's crazy. We really gotta move next turn.
Yeah, you gotta make some money.
I gotta make a huge play next turn.
You gotta make some money moves next turn, bro. I will retreat the Budew into my Marnie's Grimmsnarl. This is my hand. And then I will Shadow Bullet and I'll put 30 on a Rocket's Porygon of your choice.
All right. Goodbye, Porygon. It was nice to know you.
Another crazy turn too.
Actually insanity.
Not as good as the other one with 2 Grimmsnarl.
Yeah. We'll lead with Porygon here. We're in not a great spot, admittedly, but hey, you never know. Let's draw for turn. This is decent for us.
Got you your items though.
Yeah, we can use some items, but again, it's like, could have also not had to use items. We can throw the reversal over here, can Night Stretcher, get this Porygon back.
Yep.
At least to get it set up. We'll go Rockets Porygon here. We'll Ultra Ball like this, grab a Porygon-2. I'm kind of just sacrificing this Porygon on the bench because I know that it's going to get KO'd whether I evolve it or not, because you can just Munkidori move damage onto it. Yeah. Then again, this Porygon-2 with the energy, maybe it's better off on the other one, because then I can save the energy and force you.
Yeah, you make me to go one of the, like
yeah.
I did with what I did with another play, if you will check out the Mewtwo video.
Yeah, I think that might be a better idea.
Yeah, I think this one is just, it's done.
Yeah, we know that it's cooked. So I think, yeah, that's probably better.
Honestly, I do like the fact that Porygon-2 has the same attack.
It does make it feel a bit better.
Because with the reversal, it does let you, and with Black Bolt and White Flare, eventually can we go. Evolve the one without the damage.
No, this one's just coming into play.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Because it's like if I do this, right, and I swing, you just double monkey, kill it.
Yeah.
And then I just get rid of an energy. So I think this is maybe just low-key better.
Maybe.
I don't know. Not really. Nothing feels good here. I guess I can do this and this just stays alive, but then you just pick it off another turn.
Yeah, unless you're like, the only way I can double monkey kill it is if you give me damage.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe we don't swing. That also feels
terrible. We'll see what we get off Archer. That's gonna be the play.
Okay, Archery.
Yeah, I know you have a research, so it doesn't actually feel that bad.
I have a 3-card hand, but one of that cards is a research, so.
And let's get our 5. Get some more decent things. Let's drop the factory and go ahead and use it to draw 2. Yeah, because what are we doing now? We're doing 80 damage. Could be not worth it, but I don't know. Same time, it just feels terrible.
Yeah, because you're actually doing like 20 damage.
Yeah. So it's like, it's not really worth it to even give you this option. And then now I can evolve this into Porygon-2.
Okay, so that's better.
So
did you want to cut before drawing for me?
Yeah, and in this case, I'm getting rid of a Porygon-Z, which does feel unfortunate, but I can just honestly retreat it. And I don't mind that. Retreat it into this Porygon.
Yeah, you lose the Rocket's energy, but like...
I have so many energy to work with in this deck. Like, we have 8, yeah. So this is actually not bad. Another turn off, but I don't mind it. And then I'll pass it to you.
Okay, I will draw. And then quite simply, I have drawn an Iono, so I will just go ahead and play it.
Yeah.
See if I can start developing my other Impidimp, maybe get a Froslass so I can actually start getting damage counters and use my Munkidori. 3,
6,
4, 5. Yeah, 5. I was gonna draw 6 for a second. Evolve into Marnie's Morgrem. Honestly, attached to the Snorunt on the sole factor of it can't get stalled now. And this, when I evolve that, if I do evolve it, can always just get itself more. And then I will Shadow Bullet for the knockout, and I'll put 30 on the other, yeah, on the other Porygon-Z.
That's fair. Yeah.
So this way, if you do attack and no knockout, you can't, it's harder for him to evolve both of them.
Yeah.
So I eventually have one that I can more easily knock out next turn with a Shadow Bullet.
Okay, now we're in an interesting spot. To do 320, I need how many?
320, you need 12 more in there.
12 more?
You could.
It's possible.
I can see you getting
Let's see if we can do it.
This alone is 6.
Yeah.
If you have all these as PZs.
It's possible.
So that's already halfway there in just PZs.
Let's draw for turn.
And I'm sure you have like Ultra Balls left and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I have a couple. Let's start with that evolution on the bench. I think honestly, we just got to evolve them all here.
Yeah, honestly, I
I think that's the move. Evolve all of them. There is no Froslass in play, so they're not a risk right now.
Yeah, I'm still not finding that Froslass. I mean, it doesn't really matter because I have this huge Grimmsnarl.
Yeah, it's like I need to deal with this Grimmsnarl no matter what.
Yeah.
So, okay, I think let's go start with Rocket's Receiver.
Yep, get a big Ariana here.
Big Ariana play, 3
yeah.
cards. I want to find as many supporters as possible to be able to discard. And I think that's why we're gonna hit the huge Ariana here. And also, like, every card that I can possibly draw here is good. Like, I can either draw...
Yeah, because even if you draw, like, petrels and things, whatever,
yeah,
it's just fuel.
Just feeder, which is, yeah, it's really, really solid. So, I think we're gonna start with this. See where it goes.
Can we mount this
12 cards. It's possible.
I can see it, bro.
I'm hoping.
Even though you're my opponent, I got faith.
Bro, he's on my side. Let's hit the Ariana. So this is 5. And I get to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Honestly, kind of a terrible 5 cards.
Oh no.
Like, it was like 1 support.
Oh man.
Let's Rocket's Receiver. Get ourselves... Let's get Proton. Actually, I sequenced that slightly incorrectly. Let's not do that. I should factory first.
Oh yeah, because you want to see.
I want to see more supporters, so that makes more sense.
Same thing with me in the what's it called, and the another play from the other
video, which you should check out.
We're getting all the craziest content.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing else I can search. Let's factory. Okay,
Did you draw a Proton off the factory?
Sorry?
Did you draw a Proton? No.
Not a Proton, but some other supporters that we can make use of. So let's start off. Now we got a, still not the right time to use Receiver. Let's Ultra Ball here. 2 supporters is not terrible. 7. Let's get any other Pokemon just to thin.
Oh no, you have PZ lines still in there. No, do you?
I have.
Yeah.
I have the line. Yeah.
You should still have everything but the Porygon.
Get rid of this guy. Right, let me just check what I have in hand. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
And you have all your reconstitutes available, right?
Yeah, I have all the reconstitutes.
So that hand's about to go from like 8 cards to 4.
Pretty much, yeah. But it could be good.
Yeah, I mean,
could be a good thing.
You're 7 out of 12, so you're getting there. But even like if you leave me with damage counters, it's not like I can do much with them this turn.
Yeah. Actually, I think it might be okay then. Never mind. Let's start with a reconstitute. We'll get rid of these 2. Draw 1. Okay, yeah, we're definitely good. So that's 1 reconstitute. Let's go ahead and use the Brilliant Blender. I forgot, but yeah, now we're there, which is ridiculous.
Are you just there 12? No, you need still 4 more.
Oh yeah, because you're at full HP. So maybe I don't do this Brilliant Blender yet.
Yeah, I think you reconstitute fully
I
first,
still do all the reconstitutes. All right, we're learning. We're learning, everyone.
Yeah, these are new decks. These are like our first times like playing them in a real match rather than like just test handing them against ourselves, like solitarying them. So
yeah. Oh, is it even possible for me then? It is, but like very, very unlikely now.
Why, you have to like draw a supporter off the reconstitute?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you draw discard 2 supporters now.
Oh wait, I should not have shuffled. I need to do this. Shit. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. There's a Proton. We can get rid of it. It's got to be perfect, but I think we can be perfect here. I have faith.
Yeah, I have faith in the deck. It looks cool. Like the fact that like you just draw so much kind of and discard so much in this, like the way you just burn through cards in this deck is like kind of cool.
So we get rid of 2 here.
So you're
goes
at
to
9.
9. Get 1. Yeah, I don't think we can get there, which is unfortunate, but we can still get a pretty big swing. Again, the double monkey moving the damage off is gonna feel really terrible here, but it might not be the worst thing in the world. Could still make some things happen. I think we should still hit the Brilliant Blender at this point. There's really not a reason not to, and we'll just get the next 5 cards were supporters, man. Yeah,
get all the petrels out at this point in the game.
They're literally the most not useful card, and we can afford to get rid of an Archer as well.
Yeah, they do have their uses in this deck.
Yeah, it feels
you can
good.
use a petrol to find a blender.
Yeah.
But like at this point in the game,
there's really no reason.
They are the worst rocket supporter by far.
Yeah. Deck is getting pretty thin.
Yeah, so this is like all supporters now.
Plus 5.
So you're at 14.
Yeah, let's double check. Just make sure. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is correct. Yeah, you look through here,
like
right?
Still
We're still doing a lot. Unfortunately, we're just too shy. But that's okay. Let's control R.
For 280
For
big ones.
280 damage. Yeah, you're good.
Drop. I will just Iono.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I have another Impidimp line in my hand, which I might save just in case I have to develop it, so I'm not really going to research. And it also leaves researches in the deck for the late game if I get Archered again.
5, 6.
Like I'm not looking for an awful lot of cards here. This is one of them. I will bump for Spikemuth Gym.
Yep.
I will use the Spikemuth Gym. Get my Grimmsnarl. Still can't find a Froslass. I will use Punk Up. Just get the 1 energy to itself so it can attack. Then I'll move 6 damage counters with the double monkey all onto that Rocket's Porygon-Z. And yeah, I will Shadow Bullet for 180 and 30 on the damage Porygon-Z as well.
Yeah. Yes. All right, so what's the move? I think in this case, I'm leaving you without any damage to monkey. So leading this is probably the best play I can make.
Yeah, that's probably your safest line.
And now let's draw for a turn. Now we for sure to attach. Again, not like, we're really very unlikely to establish another Porygon this game. It's not completely impossible, but how many cards are in that hand of yours?
4.
4. Could give you 1 less, but not sure how great that's gonna be. Let's Rocket's Receiver. Yeah, I think given what's in the hand, there's still like some stuff we can do. So let's get this Archer. I think I'm gonna play it. So I'll get 5, yeah. Getting kind of low on my deck size here.
Yeah.
Churning through like it's butter. I'll get rid of, I'm really, really low actually.
Yeah, if you argue, you might just lose.
So low. I think, okay, yeah, let's just go for the Archer.
Yeah, good thing you did because it isn't a boss for game in hand.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah, all right, good.
if you didn't Archer me, I'm like...
This was at, what, 14, so this is 15. Yeah. Yeah, so that's good. Good to know.
I mean, remember, you can also always Spikemuth Gym to check what you have in deck.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I don't know what deck I don't know, you might have a Marnie's Pokemon in there.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Maybe I have my own Marnie's Grimmsnarl in here.
Exactly.
All right, I get to take 5. Okay, that's kind of solid. Stretcher can get me a Porygon.
Did you want to cut?
I know, it's okay. I don't need to shuffle my discard pile. Yeah, you're really not using Spikemuth for anything right now. So we're just gonna control R for the knockout.
Yep, and down goes the big Grimmsnarl. I will promote Budew and draw. I will Spikemuth Gym just to see what options I have available. I will grab a Marnie's Morgrem. Man, I'm missing my Froslass this game.
Yeah, that's crazy that you haven't found one though.
Because if I had Froslass here, like even if I evolved, I could have just Itchy Pollen and then passed and you would have died to Froslass in between.
Yeah, and then I think that actually just makes me lose.
Yeah.
100%.
But unfortunately, the Froslass is ducking me this game.
Ducking the last, bro.
I'll bench an Impidimp. Attach to Marnie's Impidimp for turn. I will retreat into Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX. And then I will use Shadow Bullet for the knockout, and I will put 30 damage onto this Porygon.
Okay. All right, goodbye, Porygon-Z.
He is Porygon.
He is Porygon. Now, let's lead. Well, I guess technically we don't have to lead with that.
Because you have boss.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want a boss here though, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
you just want to
don't-
nuke my active. You
Yeah.
need one more too.
Yeah, which I will be able to for sure. How many cards are in that hand? 4?
4.
Okay. Yeah, not terrible. Okay, we'll leave this Porygon. Draw 1 for turn. We got 4 cards left. Okay. We can go ahead and let's see. Do we have another Porygon-Z? 2, 3, we don't.
4 cards left in deck. Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's reconstitute, get rid of Rare Candy and Iono. Ain't gonna be used anymore. It's 4 here. So now we're in one-shot range. Draw 1. 3 cards here. I'd say let's go ahead, get rid of this and this. Yeah. I'll get rid of Archer and Rocket's Factory. It's the 5 over here. Let's get Porygon 2.
2 cards left.
2 cards. Porygon 2, 2 cards left. We'll evolve this guy. Reversal. And Control R for the big
knockout.
one-hit KO.
All right. I will promote Budew. I will draw for turn. Does that just get me there? Spikemuth Gym. No, because I need more cards. I'll grab Impidimp. I'll bench that Impidimp. I'm going to evolve into Marnie's Morgrem. I will Ultra Ball, discarding an Artisan and a Counter Catcher. Oop, I didn't even see that.
Oopsie daisy.
Finally get a Froslass out.
Yo.
That's not Froslass. Whoops.
Yo, only evolve my Froslass.
Yeah, there you go. Froslass.
Crazy.
And then I think here I just have to Itchy Pollen.
Yeah, that sounds
Do
about
10,
right.
and then both of my monkeys get 10, and so does your PZ on the bench.
Easy. Okay, so to win next turn, you literally like swing, right? No, you don't win from swinging. So I still have that. If you have a way to like boss swing, then you win. Cause yeah, okay. Well, regardless, I must draw for turn. And let's see.
16, you have basically everything in here. I think you have like...
Yeah, for the most part. I think... This is real bad. I think my best play here is actually to Giovanni and take out the Morgrem and hope that you don't have energy. I think is the only thing I can do to win, because otherwise your monkey just destroys me. Anyways, if I take out Froslass, you still have 2 damage counters and Grimmsnarl wins.
Yeah.
If I take out 1 monkey, you still have 2 damage counters, Grimmsnarl wins. So I think denying your chance at Grimmsnarl is like the only shot I have. And you know, I'll still attach the reversal for turn, sure. We'd be reversing. And then I can control R
okay.
for the knockout.
So I have like a specific line. Before that though, these all take damage.
Yeah, and this guy takes 1 as well.
Promote Budew. No, I didn't get there. Can't do anything.
What was the specific
So if I
line?
go Arven for Super Rod, I can
Oh,
Spikemuth
yeah,
for the
and then
thing.
you have it, yeah.
Which, watch, next card. Yeah.
The watch next card is so crazy.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Because my last Grimmsnarl was prized, I just needed the Super Rod. So if I even got like research.
Research, yeah. That
No,
that
research,
makes
I need
sense.
to keep the candy in hand. So
Oh,
I couldn't research.
true.
Because I figured you had boss on the Morgrem there, so yeah.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7. All right, we're chilling. That's pretty good.
I'll draw 2. Actually, beautiful 2 cards.
It's okay. You help me out, so you deserve it. All right.
All right, good luck.
Game 3 over here. Do the do. Let's draw. Oh man, I don't even need to use any of these other cards.
Yeah, I got the raw patty.
The raw Proton.
Or Potron, I think petrol.
Petrol. Man, I love petrol. All right.
I didn't even know half of these admins had names. I've played Gen 2 multiple times.
Honestly, I didn't either.
Never clicked. I just knew them as Rocket Admin.
What are the odds you have Iono here?
Their odds?
There's odds. Because I got 3 Rockets receivers in my hand. Do I burn them all? Because there's a high chance I get Budewed here. I think probably not. I think that's not a wise
I think you
call.
burn 1 to get a supporter for sure.
Yeah, I think that's probably the move. I could get Petrol, but you know, if I get Budewed, it doesn't matter. So let's get Ariana. And I think that's gonna be the turn. I think that's gonna be the turn.
Okay, I will draw. Oh, what the fuck, my hand is crazy. Bench Snorunt, bench Dory, bench, play Spikemuth, Buddy-Buddy Poffin.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. There's 2 Impidimps. Oh, Spikemuth for a Grimmsnarl to my hand.
Oh, I know exactly what's coming now.
Retreat. Attach Evo.
Yeah.
And then I will Evo the Snorunt and the Impidimp. I don't know what to do here.
Damn.
Finally
That's
get a...
crazy. You get yourself your Froslass, and I'll put the 10 on the monkey for you.
And a Morgrem.
Nice little treat. Okay. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna draw for turn. Okay. We can have a bit of a tough time, potentially. But maybe it's what we gotta do. We can Rocket's Receiver here. Let me start this.
Also, knowing my hand can't get Iono'd is like insane.
Yeah, exactly. That is a big issue, like you were saying earlier with this deck. This Rocket's Receiver will get. See, like, this is the thing. My hand is so big, like you were saying.
Yeah, you can Iono here for 2.
Yeah, like, that's really not that good. At this point, if I just Rocket's Receiver for Petrol, I'll play Petrol, and I'll get myself a Rare Candy. I think this is fine to at least establish an attacker, like, fairly easily. I know that I'm gonna be getting KO'd here.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna, we all know, me, Luigi, everyone watching, we all know it's imminent. So I'm just gonna get the Rare Candy off the Petrol. That's 2 here. I'll play it into Porygon-Z. We can start with Reconstitute. I'll get rid of Mimikyu and Ariana. Draw
those.
1.
Or just 1, yeah, my bad, whoops.
Yup. And honestly, it's gonna have to, it might be another insane comeback situation. That might have to be what happens. But it's gonna have to be a pass. It feels terrible.
That takes one little counter.
Yeah.
Draw. Yo, crazy.
Nah, no way! There's no shot! There's no shot! How do you have 2? How did you get 2?
I don't know how this happened. It just. I'll get 3 energy off of one of the Grimmsnarl.
Man.
At least my the rest of my hand is dead. Like it's 1 card in this shit.
All right.
And then I'll use the other. I'll use the Spikemuth.
Yeah.
I'll grab. I don't even have any more Impidimps to set up. I have to grab a Grimmsnarl. There are 2 of them are prized.
Man, it don't matter.
It don't matter. And then
That's crazy.
I can Adrenabrain. I guess I'll put them all here.
Okay.
Just start prepping that guy up, softening that guy up. And then I will Shadow Bullet for the knockout, and I'll put 3 on a Rocket's Porygon.
Take 1. This goes to 4. Your monkey takes 1.
Yep, and my Grimmsnarl.
And your Grimmsnarl's take as well. I'll be leading with the PZ.
Grimmsnarl's plural. It's
Actually, in disbelief, this card's so good.
yes, like,
It's so
insane.
good. It's so good, dude.
This deck would not be nearly as good.
It literally makes the deck.
Yeah, this deck would not nearly be as good without Spikemuth. That card is busted.
I'm gonna draw for turn with remorse. Go ahead. Attach Reversal to Rocket's Porygon. We can Receiver. And now we again need to have the most insane comeback known to man. Will Receiver get the Ariana? We gotta draw a bunch of supporters plus Blender. And then discard them all with Ultra Ball and said Blender after. That's literally what has to happen. I need to have 6. No, technically I need to have what, 15? 15 supporters because of the Froslass.
So you need.
Can we do it?
You need 12 supporters in the bin this turn.
Yeah. Chat, can we do it? We've seen it done before.
You could play 1, Blender is 5, that's 6, and then you'd have to get all 3 of these into PZs that discard them, or at least 1 Ultra. That's insane.
But I'm a believer.
The other matchup, I believe, because you had 3 PZs.
Yeah.
With 1 it only is like.
Well, Lux Cape is Porygon.
Yeah.
So
fair.
it doesn't get immediately destroyed. Night Stretcher for another Porygon. Welcome back. There's nothing else I can get from here. All right. This is at 3. Now it's at 4. We get to draw 7 cards. 7. Could be worse. Let's reconstitute, get rid of 2. 1. Could be better. I think evolving in, because you're gonna have Munkidori access, evolving this guy, I think is probably correct. Because you can just move 3, yeah. It don't matter an insane amount at this point. But now let's control R.
For 120?
120. Which is still decent because it not guarantees, but it pretty
and we all take more
much
damage
really
counters.
helps me. Yeah.
By we all, I mean mostly
you.
Draw for turn. Crazy.
Research top deck?
No.
Oh.
Bench an Impidimp. I'll move 3 off my active. Yeah, if I saw off my active, I'll put it there. And I'll just punch.
Yeah. Back in the trenches.
Everything takes 3 again.
Takes 1.
Or it takes 1. These go up to 3. That went up to 120.
Porygon 2. You'll have to save me here. Draw for turn. I think, we got to evolve Porygon-Z. So that can get KO'd. It literally is like, it's not worth it for me to put another Porygon back.
Yeah, because then that's just,
Like, that's insane. But I just need to take multiple prizes here. That's reversal. And so I'm doing 120. I'm still not KOing here, which is a little nuts. You got 4 in hand?
5.
5 in hand, okay. I think Ariana's still the move because I draw 4 cards. 6, 2, 3, and 4. Pretty decent. We can reconstitute, get rid of Archer and Giovanni. This brings us to 7. So now we're good.
You're taking the knockout or?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2,
Yeah. Draw a dude.
You said 7, I thought you meant 7 in the Discord. I'm like, that's...
Oh wait, this is 9, it should be 9 anyway.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
So
like 7, yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. And taking a big swing.
Okay. They'll get knocked out. Promote this Grimmsnarl. They all take another damage counter. 4. And then I will draw for turn. Crazy. You're not. Rescue board. Oh, Munkidori. Patch. Oh, Rare Candy.
Do you have any energy left in that?
Yeah, I got energy left in that.
What? Nah, there's no way. I literally can't win now. There's no shot.
Yeah, I drew the Rare Candy for top deck and I drew the other Grimmsnarl off my prize cards.
Because at least, right? At least if I, some miraculous way, was able to knock this Grimmsnarl out, I could have been like, okay, maybe he can't.
No, I can.
Get another Grimmsnarl in play.
Yeah, no, I can.
You can. If you ever think you can't.
Yeah, this game, I have not played like many support. I don't think I've played a supporter. 1 second.
I don't think so.
I have not played a support.
Yo.
Punk
This
up.
is kind of tragic. I think you guys should go to hitmonchanting.com and buy a playmat.
We'll move 6 off of all these guys, like 3 from here, 3 from here with that there. And then I'll just knock out, and then that goes to 120. And everything takes 10 damage again on my end of the board.
It's been wonderful knowing y'all. Let's go for an Ultra Ball.
This deck feels like, even aside from like the lucky draws, this deck feels awesome to play.
Bro, I'm in disbelief. I'm in a perpetual state of disbelief right now. You can get rid of Ariana, you're not doing me good. I can get rid of Giovanni. Like, I know there's nothing I can do to win, but if I can at least KO, that would make me at least a little happier.
Yeah, I mean, you're almost there. Yeah, when you're like, oh, you have 5 cards in hand, there's not much you can do. I'm like, oh, I have so much I can do. Yeah. You don't understand. You don't understand how much I can do. Because the thing is, even if you got there, I would have had my Morgrem was prized on this, so I couldn't have even like had to dig for the other.
Yeah. Actually, do I want this Porygon too? Let's see. Think.
I haven't even played Secret Box. This has just been, I had this. Ridiculous.
Crazy.
For reference, I played 2 Rare Candy.
Man. Okay, we'll still get the Porygon 2. It doesn't matter. I just need way too much here to even do anything, so let's just Archer, because it's funny.
Okay.
You can maybe get a supporter to play.
Honestly, I probably will. My hand was Spikemuth and Morgrem, so.
Man. But I think genuinely, like apart from
Well, if I didn't get the second
crazy
Grimmsnarl
draws.
out, I would probably have lost, but...
yeah.
Oh, but genuinely this deck feels awesome.
I think that Froslass Munkidori has always been a good like idea of a deck, but just having an insane attacker that charges itself up, has high HP, and spreads is like the cherry on top of it.
Yeah, because the fact that you don't need, like I only run 2 Froslass, you only ever want 1 in play.
Yeah.
Like, in a traditional Froslass Munkidori, you need like 2, maybe 3 Froslass to do stuff. In this list, you got like 1 Froslass out, I'm gaming.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need the second one.
All right, let's see if magic can happen. Do you want to cut?
No, you want to
It
cut?
doesn't matter, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dang.
1, 2. Nothing I can do. But we can max the damage potentially. I'm still gonna go through the motions.
Yeah, bro.
I gotta do my Porygon-Z justice. I need to top deck Blender here, and I think then I can KO.
Yeah, Blender, you have energy in hand, I'm assuming?
Yeah. If I top deck Blender, I can KO. Reconstitute. Damn.
Actually, wait, do you not just get there? You might be able to
With
get there
these
because
two?
of the Froslass tick. So that goes up
Because that's
to...
what? That's 240 I'm doing?
No, 280. No, you need 1 more in there.
Yeah.
Damn. Can you like Ultra Ball?
No. Unfortunately, that was another option.
Because if you Ultra Ball 1
If I
more in there,
Ultra
you
Balled, then
get
I would have
there.
been fine, yeah, but I can't. So now, let me just make sure. I can swing, because that's 280. 1 off. Dang.
Make sure, let's count this one up.
Gotta make
Might
sure,
as
make
well.
sure. Gotta 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Man. Not goodbye, Grimmsnarl.
Yeah, and then, I can draw, and I can play Secret Box. And get whatever I want.
Get whatever you want.
Yeah, I could just move monkeys. This
GGs.
deck felt awesome. Despite like also cracked draws, but like this deck felt
I don't know.
good.
I'm a believer. I'm a believer in Marnie's Grimmsnarl, bro.
Yeah, this deck felt like insanely good. A lot more than I expected.
Yeah, this
Porygon also looked fun though. Like
it is fun, but like it's just missing something. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's missing
You ever
out a
feel
little bit.
It needs a little bit more. Like it needs more Pokemon, which is the big problem I feel.
Yeah, and
because
you can't really run much of the other rocket stuff, or like maybe you can. You gotta play around with it.
Yeah.
It's not like all that space. You need a lot of supporters, and it's a stage two
like a stage 2 line, right? Like I don't know. Arbok again was an idea that I was throwing out there. There could be something else. Like you have the Mimikyu. You'll have the Articuno if you ever want to put that back in when you play against Dragapult.
Honestly, I feel like the Articuno's not bad, just as another option, just to get something on the bench.
Yeah, like if you need a turn or whatever. But I'm a fan. I'm gonna keep cooking Porygon. I think that it at least is gonna be nice, like tier 3 material. You know?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you're
for
gonna
sure.
you're gonna win games with it.
Yeah, you'll definitely get that surprise factor. Some people they
Yeah.
just won't know what to play.
Yeah, I think that it's one of those decks that's like really good against big basics, but against anything spread, it's just like really, really tough to deal with.
Yeah.
Because even once you evolve your guys, Dragapult can still snipe them. Because Articuno only protects basic benched ones. So it's like,
There's protects against like super aggressive Dragapults, but like how often is that gonna happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Grimmsnarl, I like.
Yeah,
Deck good.
Grimmsnarl's crazy.
Deck good, me like.
Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Luigi.
No problem.
For joining
Thank you for
me.
having me, as always.
And stay tuned to the channel. We got a lot more Destined Rivals coming up.
Yeah, a lot
more. Stay tuned. Let us know what decks you want to play. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. And until next time, Hitmonchanting is out. just wanted to take a second to thank our channel members. As of right now, my one and only channel member is Rahat M9. Thank you so much for supporting the Hitmonchanting channel. If you too would like to support the Hitmonchanting channel, you can take a look at the membership link below. Lots of different levels and exclusive perks like videos, discounts, and more.